Good evening, folks. Welcome to Beer Rating with Sean Connors, day 14. So we're over the hump on the downward slope, but we still have 10 to 11 beers left, so no need to pout quite yet. So let's get straight into it. Day 14 over here. See what today brings. Alright, we have High Wire Lager, American style lager from High Wire Brewing. It says a true American lager is approachable as it is delicious, a perfect balance of light Pilsner malt and German hops. Extensively lagered until the beer reaches peak maturity, this lager is your handcrafted option and only a refreshing light beer will do. So, 4.6% alcohol, I said in the past, basically all beers are broken down to lagers and ales. So this would be on the lager side. The majority of what we've had so far have been ales. I find in most craft breweries it seems like they might have one or two lagers, but for the most part they seem to concentrate on ales. I could be wrong, but that's been my experience. One of the reasons I'd say is that there's such a large variety of ales compared to lagers. I mean, the options are pretty well just endless, and some of the ones we've seen today, I mean, or sorry, in this we had a pina colada sour ale. We had I think it was a coffee pale ale. I don't really see like a coffee flavored lager as such. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see the can before I crack it open. Sorry about that. One-man operation here, folks, so bear with me at times. So I know it is American, but I'm not quite sure from where. I'm just going to have a quick look at the can now when I pan out. See if I can get any other information. I don't think there's much there. You get your typical government warning. Brewed and canned by the Three Ring Brewing Company. Really heard Asheville, NC, North Carolina, I would assume. That's kind of odd because it says High Wire Brewing, but then it says it's brewed and canned by Three Ring Brewing. And I've seen that before, whereby some smaller breweries will use the facilities of larger brewers. There's a specific name for it, I can't remember offhand, but that may be the case here, I'm not really sure. Doesn't really matter. What matters is, how does it taste? In full disclosure, for me, it comes down to lagers and ales. If I had to take a choice, I would take a lager or an ale. And I think that's mostly just being North American upbringing. I mean, most of the large mass breweries that we know and we grew up with are lagers as opposed to ales. And just so you know, lagers, they normally say, they're clean, crisp, and refreshing, whereby ales tend to be a lot more complex. Alright, so typical golden color that we expect from a lager. Not much of a head, I would have expected a little bit more. Nothing really seems to be out of the ordinary with the aroma. It's not too strong, in my opinion. Nothing there jumps out at me. Give it a taste. First impression of the taste, it seems a little stronger than I expected from the aroma, but there's not a strong aftertaste. I probably said this every video I've done on the Advent calendar. I'm not a big fan of beers that have a really lingering aftertaste. It seems to be something kind of unique there, but it's not in your face type of thing. But there is something there that kind of stays with you for a second. It's not bad, not great. I just want to read this again. Pilsen malt and German hops, so doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary there. As I said, 4.6% alcohol, so it's considered a light beer. It's unfiltered, which I'm quite surprised because normally unfiltered beers tend to be a little bit cloudier than that. That's not perfectly clear, but I mean, it's not that dark either. Yeah, there's nothing else there. Nothing else on the can. Not a bad beer. Something in there in the flavor I can't put my finger on. For me, it's almost like a hint of citrus. Not a lot, but just a hint that lasts just for a second. It's obviously an easy drinking beer. I mean, I've had 2 or 3 mouthfuls, it's half gone. For me, I would say it's an average beer. There's nothing that really stands out for me. Like I said, there's something a little bit unique there with the flavor. I can't really put my finger on it. Not bad or good. For me, it'd be kind of like a typical lager. It's clean, crisp, refreshing, fairly easy drinking, but it is a light beer as well, so that's to be expected. I have to give it a rating. And my ratings, as always, are out of 5. A 1's a drain pour, don't like it, can't finish it. A 2 would be, yeah, I'm not a fan, but I'll finish it. A 3 would be a good beer. A 4 would be a very good beer. And a 5 would be the best beer ever. For this one, for me, so far, it's pretty straightforward. I would say this is a 3.0, which means it's a good beer. There's nothing, in my opinion, that makes it outstanding, or that makes it a flunk either, a failure. It's a good beer. I definitely have it again. If it was available, I might pick one up every now and then. I don't think it would be my go-to beer, but every now and then, if I wanted something different, I'd probably pick up a 6-pack. Not too bad at all. Yeah, I think 3.0, that's reasonable in my opinion, so I think I'll stick with my 3.0, which means it's a good beer, worth picking up, worth giving a try. There you go, folks. Hopefully you can join me tomorrow, day 15, see what kind of pleasures we got in the box. Until next brew, as always, enjoy responsibly. Cheers.